so happy that I found you in my life, Miss Chillin. Miss Chillin.
I traveled to West Africa and I traveled to Dakar, Senegal. And off the coast of Senegal is Goree Island. And Goree Island is the location of the House of Slaves. And when I stepped inside the House of Slaves, I began to connect with my ancestors. And I made a promise. And I call that promise the Sankofa vow. I want the youth to know that they're making Black history. I want people to know that their actions of today is Black history. And their children are going to want to know their contributions to Black history. And their grandchildren are going to want to know their contributions to Black history. And the Soultown tells the stories the way that the stories should be told. My goal with the Soultown is that people would read it. The Soultown Magazine is not just a dream. It is the manifestation of a dream, but it's also a calling. And when you're being called to do something, you have to answer the call. The call is coming from the ancestors. The call is coming from the Creator. The call is coming from angels. You have to answer the call. And the Soultown Magazine is my way of answering a call so that our stories can be told exactly how they happened. The disadvantage of choosing not to tell your story is someone else could tell it with their own version, or worse, your story is not told at all, and then you're erased from Black history.
Extra, extra, read all about it. The Soultown is here. Let's talk all about it. I done skimmed it. I must admit it, Miss Chillin, I do know just how you did it. You done sat for hours in front of your computer. You done laid out pages. You're one hell of a shooter. Writers from all over your literary commuter, shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have knew you. High sunny is the beast. His opinion is quite impressive. From the mic, he gets the picture. His lens is in perspective. He's some legal advice. Hit up Mr. Greatness and Natasha, the boss. She be on time, never late. Sis. Uptown stories, ayy, hit decline. And hometown, the phrase phenomenon. You want a good edit? Just call me Tyra. And still coach who sings her goal is to inspire Dr. B. The soul historian reads the Senegal's vowed for your valedictorian. Abracadabra, Michelle, she got the gadgets, exposing gizmos with that Black girl magic. Okay, class, hold up, is that ice-induced ink? And Dr. P, the grill up in the sink. In addition, Mama C, the Soultown never sleeps. It doesn't matter where we at, what matters is family. Boys and girls, it takes a village. Don't you dare go burning bridges. If you haven't subscribed, then you sleeping on the vision. You done sat for hours in front of your computer. You done laid out pages. You're one hell of a shooter. Writers from all over your literary commuter, shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have knew you. Have you heard of Doc Q? He be giving advice to Dear Gabby. Wait a second, Queen Gabby, is that you? Keep flipping through the pages. What I am saying is true. Something for everybody. Got religion in it too. Gypsy tells a story and $1 million question. Be having everybody thinking way too hard and guessing. Rocky and Shaviva, that's boom shakalaka. The Soultown is lit. Go and tell your mama, papa. You done sat for hours in front of your computer. You done laid out pages. You're hell of a shooter. Writers from all over your literary commuter, shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have figured. Can I write? We'll see, cause he does have guest writers coming from Mazzoline. Her skills are mad fire. Yo, still can't locate. He said, hey, she from the Bay, jumping in the rapping shy. She does it her own way. By the way, on page 9, we can barely believe the wisdom coming from Mr. Morehouse Steve. All the way from ATL, Stevie Michaels in the space. Pick up your Soultown from Earth's accused space. So we must agree the magazine is dope. The Soultown is here and it ain't a joke. You done sat for hours in front of your computer. You done laid out pages. You're one hell of a shooter. Writers from all over your literary commuter, shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have knew ya. Shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have knew ya.
Get up! But this party time! Clap your hands!
Are you ready? Let's get the party started. DJ has entered the building. All systems check. Go into full power. Dropping the bass. Heat up the volume. Please welcome.
Who the f*** are you?
DJ Ice, the professional.
Oh! Say it again! Say it again! Say it again! Get up!
Have you ever felt a strong connection with someone in history? I have. Marcus Mosiah Garvey Jr. was a Jamaican political activist, publisher, journalist, orator, and entrepreneur. The similarities between Garvey and me are remarkable, and Black history moments like this are why I am committed to sharing the Soultown Magazine as a platform for telling stories. I am Cherie, Chillin the Conscious Poet Kaba, innovator extraordinaire for the Soultown Magazine. Each submitted story shares the trials and triumphs of our lives, but most importantly, the depth and soul of the featured people, places, and things. I learned quickly precisely what my ancestors meant by the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a family. Metaphorically, entire community peoples of color, the village, interacting with the Soultown Magazine, the child, were needed for us to grow in a safe and healthy environment. In 2006, I traveled to West Africa and visited Goree Island, located off the coast of Dakar, Senegal. While standing in the House of Slaves, I whispered a tearful promise to my ancestors. I vowed to share their stories with their great, great, great grandchildren, to help us all understand our rich and tragic African and African American history. The Soultown Magazine publication is the manifestation of a promise, my promise to my ancestors. In every issue, you'll find the Sankofa vow. My team and I are dedicated and determined to leave the bad news to mainstream media, and we will shed light on soulful, positive stories, images, and experiences. Our inception date was January 15, 2017. Initially, residents of Waterloo, Iowa, friends, and family supported the magazine, which has significant ties to the Waterloo Cedar Falls communities. Immediately after the first issue, the subscribers expanded, subscriptions doubled, and the magazine circulation expanded to more than 15 states. The Soultown Magazine has a digital viewership of more than 5,000 clicks monthly. In December 2017, we hosted the first Soultown Magazine's Anniversary Kwanzaa Awards to celebrate the innovative publication. We are hosting our 5th anniversary of the Soultown Magazine 5 years after the inception date and a few more months by honoring community members, businesses, and organizations representing the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is an African American and Pan-African holiday celebrated by millions worldwide. Kwanzaa brings a cultural message that speaks to what it means to be African first and human in the total sense. Ujamaa is the 4th principle of Kwanzaa. It is cooperative economics, building our own business, controlling the economics of our own community, and sharing in all of its wealth and work. You have chosen the winners of the Soultown Magazine's Kwanzaa Awards via an online voting process. Last November and December, the nominees were notified and the link for voting went live. More than 2,400 votes were cast. You and your stories are exceptional. Continue to help me keep my Sankofa vow, and I will continue to publish your trials and triumphs. Our goals for the Soultown Magazine are simple: to create a physical and virtual place where our stories can be collected, stored, and shared. The stories and submissions continue to roll in. We now have a hub where readers can read our stories at their leisure. I know it sounds much like a library of some sort. However, the term library seems much larger, much bigger than our original goals. We want community members to be able to pick up a random magazine and see a familiar face. And we want community members to recommend unsung heroes to be featured. And we want a place to thank our allies, including people, organizations, and businesses supporting primarily the Black community, but also other communities of color. Nearly 36 contributing artists, writers, advice columnists, photographers, illustrators, poets, and digital design and layout specialists contribute their time and talents to the Soultown Magazine. The level of education ranges from high school students to those with graduate degrees. Also, an essential part of the magazine is the advertisers. Their decision to choose the Soultown magazine is a sign of support. Their allyship is welcomed and necessary for growth in our communities. This publication could not be possible without any of those mentioned above. The Soultown Magazine Awards are just a small token of appreciation for the recipients. We are amidst a movement that immortalizes people's lives by telling their stories. If you've never read the Soultown Magazine, a complimentary digital issue is available at thesoultownmagazine.com. The managing supporters of the Soultown Magazine come from all walks of life. They come from diverse populations, diverse professionals, and possess priceless skills. I am grateful and remain in a state of euphoria every time a new submission is uploaded. Before we start our show, here's a message from our authentic advisor, author, and owner of All Right Tea Edits, Tyra Nelson Reck.
The time for me was 1987 through 1991. The place, the south side of Chicago, the number 9 Ashland bus.
When the 9 first meet, it seems all they have in common is their nearly 3-hour commute from the south side of Chicago to Whitney Young High School.
I'm just a little bit paranoid sitting on here on this corner with my new shoes and clothes and stuff. You know, it's always shady characters roaming around these streets waiting to jack you for something this time of morning. I'm on the lookout though, and I know exactly what to do if they step to me to take my shoes. Give on one shoe at a time.
As long as we were together on the 9, we were invincible.
The book, The 9, written by Tyra L. Nelson with illustrations by David Anthony Geary, followed these 9 kids from the late 1980s to the early 1990s as their friendships are spun throughout the city on the number 9 Ashland bus. Coming soon.
She definitely has soul. Kwanzaa is a week-long celebration in the United States that honors African heritage and our African American culture. Kwanzaa is observed from December 26th to January 1st and culminates in gift giving and a big feast. The Soultown Magazine celebrates Kwanzaa this July by honoring our recipients this evening. There are 7 principles of Kwanzaa. The first principle is umoja. In Swahili, it means unity. To strive for a moral and harmonious togetherness in family, community, nation, and Pan-African community. Here are the nominees for the Soultown Magazine's Umoja Award. Shaviva Ferguson for October 19, 2019 article, Separate and Unequal. Carol Yates for her February 20th article, Restoring Iowa Votes Rights Process. Tyra Nelson Reck, August 2020 for Your Votes Matters, and Latanya Graves and Ryan Stevenson and Timothy Klinghammer for the October 2018 issue, Life Decisions Are a Choice. And the winner of the Soultown Magazine Umoja Award is...
Oh my God. The Soultown Magazine presents Tyra Nelson Reck the Umoja Unity Award for striving for a moral and harmonious togetherness in the family, community, nation, and Pan-African community. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress. Oh my God, this is such an incredible honor to get this award. And now I have soul and it is full. My name is Tyra Nelson Reck and I got soul.
The second principle of Kwanzaa is Kujichagulia, which means self-determination. To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. Let's see the nominees for the Soultown Magazine's Kujichagulia Award. Dr. Quentin Richardson for his cover story for February 2020 issue, Big Q's Intimate Thoughts on Black Love. Alex the Alex, Spiritual Counselor, February 2021 issue, Self-Love, What It Is and What It Ain't. Azaleen Nelson, October 2021 issue, Our International Correspondent, A Summer in the Motherland. And Dr. Q, our guest feature writer, August 2020 issue, Recreating the Black Cultural Narrative, Internal Racism. And the winner of the Soultown Magazine's Kuji Tagalia Award is Dr. Quentin Richardson for his February 2020 cover story, Big Q's Intimate Thoughts on Black Love. Unfortunately, our traveling crew could not catch up with Dr. Q. The Soultown Magazine will accept this award on his behalf. The third principle of Kwanzaa is Ujima, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together and solve our brothers and sisters' problems together. Here are the nominees for the Soultown's Ujima Award. Matt Gilbert, Guiding Right, September 2018. Why Did We Break the Black Code? Dr. Deidre L. Jones-Lohman, Take Charge, Move Forward, August 2020. We Wear the Mask. Stevie Michaels Speaks, August 2020, Taking Good Care of Ourselves. Core Turner, October 2018, Turner's Journey, Just Do It, and She Did It. And the winner of the Soultown's Ujima Award is...
What is this? Oh my! The Soultown Magazine presents Core Turner, the Ujima Collective Work and Responsibility Award for building community and the work to solve our brothers and sisters' problems. Together for 5+ years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress. What a blessing. I am Cora Turner. I got soul, blessings, and faith. Thank you to Soultown for recognizing me. Blessings.
The fourth principle of Kwanzaa is Ujama, which is cooperative economics, to build our own businesses, control the economics of our own community, and share in all of its work and wealth. Here are the nominees for the Soultown's Ujama Award. Hyson Williams and Oscar Lester, the cover story for April 2020, Clowns, Cooks, and Crooks. Jocelyn Hickey Johnson, The Sandwich Generation, September 2018, 51 and Still Helping. Matt Gilbert, June 2021, Rethink Iowa, Iowa Core. And Lamont Petrell Muhammad, cover story in April 2021, A Man of Many Words. And the winners of the Soultown Ujama Awards are...
Soultown presents Oscar Lester Ujima Cooperative Economics Award for building your own business, controlling the economics of your community, and sharing in all its work and wealth. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress, 2022.
Wow, Hyson T. Williams, the Ujama Cooperative Economics Award for building your own business, controlling the economics of your community, and sharing in all its work and wealth. Thank you for having soul.
My name is Oscar Lester, and I got soul.
I'm Hyson 2X, Truth Seeker, and I got soul.
The fifth principle of Kwanzaa is Nia. It means purpose, to make our collective vocation the building and development of our community to restore our people to their traditional greatness. Let's see who the nominees are for the Soultown's Nia Award. Rajette Harris, Real Talk, January 2020, Leadership in Gun Violence in America. Steve McNeil, our advice columnist, Leave It All Up to Steve. The Thoreau Twins, Sarita and Kendra Thoreau, January 2020, Your Life's Blueprint. Esmeralda Ortiz, Symbol of Peace, March 2018, A Humbling, Proud Trip Home. And the winner of the Soultown's Nia Award is...
They are presenting me with the Nia Purpose Award. It says, for encouraging us to look within, to not only set personal goals, but also to choose goals that benefit our community. Thank you for having soul. They're celebrating 5 years of positive progress. Thank you, Soultown Magazine.
So honored, so touching. The Soultown Magazine presents Kendra Terrell the Nia Purpose Award for encouraging us to look within, to not only set personal goals, but also to choose goals that benefit our community. Thank you for having Soul. Celebrating 5 years of positive progress. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. I love my community. Even though I'm out here in California, I am Waterloo to the death of me. And I will always serve Waterloo, and I will always represent Waterloo. My mom, my family, the Terrell family, the Nix family. I'm nothing without them, and I'm nothing without Waterloo. Thank you again.
My name is Sarita, and I have soul. Thank you.
Again, my name is Kendra Terrell, and I have soul.
The sixth principle of Kwanzaa is Kumba. It means creativity, to always do as much as we can in the way that we can to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it. The nominees for the Soultown's Kumba Awards are Derek Holmes, Hometown Phonics Phrase Phenom, creative use of the English language. Alyssa Brukin and Crystal Mitchell, Waterloo Writing Project, Commitment to Youth and Creative Writing. Tyra Nelson Reck and Frank Centwali, September 2020, Just Call Me Centwali. Daquan Richard, Puptown Stories. And the winners of the Soultown's Kumba Award are...
Did you put them there?
I didn't put those there. Did you put those there?
You had to put them there.
I
What is
didn't put
this?
nothing there. I don't even know. Look, you just looking at people's stuff, just digging. Look at you. What? You got my name on it.
Oh, wow.
The Soultown Magazine presents Frank Centwali the Kumba Creativity Award for always doing as much as you can in the way that you can to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when you inherited it. Thank you for having soul. Celebrating 5 years of positive progress. What?
Wow, that's what's up. I got the same exact award, but with my name on it. Tyra Nelson Reck.
We're special people.
That's
I like my
right.
name better though. It got more of a roll. Centwali.
Yeah, it kind of roll off the tongue.
You know.
So you know this is for the Just Call Me article that I wrote. Just Call Me Centwali.
You mean the one where I was sitting on the boat talking stuff and you was just writing down, recording what I was saying?
Absolutely.
Well, it was kind of a dope article.
It was.
Indeed, indeed.
I am Tyra.
And I am Frank Centwali.
And we got soul.
So it wasn't the unprompted traffic stop that really got to me. It wasn't even when the officer came up to my window and asked did I know why he pulled me over, and I responded with, yeah, because it's late and I'm black and you have nothing better to do. And he responded to my response with, what makes you think your skin color has anything to do with why I pulled you over? And I said, because I wasn't breaking any traffic laws, but why don't you go ahead and humor me? Tell me why you pulled me over. It wasn't when he said, I stopped you because you stopped suspiciously at that stop sign back there. As ludicrous as that sounds, that's not what really got under my skin. It was when during the conversation he asked me, who do I think that I am, that I could talk to him in the manner which I was carrying out the discussion. Who did I think that I am? Now, mind you, at the time I was grown, it'd been a long time since my father asked me who did I think I was, and this man was not my father. So when I got home, still enraged, I wrote this poem based off the question, who do I think that I am? Who, me? Frank, French, free man. Centwali, Swahili, brave, wise, warrior. See, my papa said, son, in order to be a free man as a black man in America, you are going to have to be a brave and wise warrior. But that only begins to define who I am, see. I am the is that was that will be, because what is and what will be. And I have sun radiated my light from the beginning. And it was upon my arrival, man was introduced the elements, the existential, the salvation, and the sinning. I am the illuminating for the dark ages, the model for the renaissance, and the base truth for your every falsehood. I'm the issue that was somehow, some way turned into some devil. I'm the Jesus they pray to and praise with locks of wool as that most famous rebel. I'm your 20, 40, 60 lashes blowing a beaten whisper into a Mississippi wind. I'm the District of Columbia, the Transcontinental Railway. I'm Christmas Addicts, I stood beside your Huckleberry Finn. I am the middle passage that parts the crimson seas of your conscience. I am that inventor, surveyor, architect, engineer of your every fantasy. I am the red buffalo, the white buffalo, the buffalo soldier. I am the spirit of the buffalo that was tried to be destroyed in some plot plan to destroy. I am the lost tribe, the ancient civilizations, the old and new testimonial of your created reality. I am the brand Nubian, and I am the yeah boy hip hop generation. I am the conductor of this new age underground railroad. From Moses to Harriet to Edupo, I say all aboard, for I am the vision created. I am the hope, the answered prayer of the undermissed and the diseducated. I am the emancipated son. In other words, I am reparations for the slave sons, born from the slave sons, born from the slave sons, born from the strongest ones. I'm Mandingo, I'm Cinque, I'm Drum, I'm Frederick, I'm Sojourner, I'm Shaka Kunta, Marcus, Malcolm Martin, and Nat Turner. I'm the bird they dragged from that tailpipe, the teal they plowed like a cotton field. I am after before the Jim that crowed. I drew the blood, and I am the strange fruit hanging. I am your clothes, your music, your art, your science, your astrology, your mythology, your sociology, your philosophy, your government, and your bureaucracy. I am the American hypocrisy. I am the American hypocrisy. In America, you cannot separate yourself from yourself. Therefore, I am what you love and hate and are bound to in human matrimony, for better or worse, richer or poor, sickness and in health, until some self-destructive inferiority complex finally manages to tear us just slightly apart. But this, can't you see, Mr. Power That Be? Won't you see, Mr. Power That Be, that your beginning began with ha-ha, I, and your ending may very well end with me. And no matter how blindly you try, my story defies his story, because it's told me I always have been and will be here forever. And I dare you to find a book in the Library of Congress that shows me where I lie. No. I double dog dare you. See, the days are getting shorter, but don't let the coming of the fall scare you. For what is, and what will be, and me, you need not worry about Centwali, for I have sun radiated my light from the beginning. And in the end, no matter what they invent to prevent my shine, I shall remain just fine. For all things and all rhythms and all the beats, and all living, breathing beings must eventually fade back to the black that I am, Mr. Officer. Soultown, y'all. Franks and Twilight. Peace.
Thank you, Sintwali. As always, your spoken words have touched my soul. Speaking of soul, in honor of the 5+ years, the Soultown Magazine has been a platform and hub to share positive progress in our communities. Our final principle, the 7th principle of Kwanzaa, is Imani, which means faith. To believe with all of our heart in our Creator, our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. The nominees for the Soultown's Imani Award are Haisan 2X, Truth Seeker, February 2021, The Whisper, The Birthrights of African Children, Part 2. Dr. David Rainey, Colonist, The Faith Enthusiast. Soya Amar, Picture of Health, December 2018, Holistic Healing. And Judea Hill, Business of Faith, March 2021, Just Call Me Big Mama. And the winner of the Soultown's Imani Award is...
Ooh, wow. Okay. The Soultown presents Haisanti Williams the Imani Faith Award for believing with all your heart in our Creator. our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. Thank you for having soul. I'm Hassan 2X, Truth Seeker, and I got soul.
Each award show, we give an award to a person or business who has expressed the most soul publicly and consistently. The nominees for the Soultown's Soul Biz Award are Dr. Pierre Vouillet-Curry, The Griot, November 2018, The Talking Drum Speaks in Rhythm. Judea Hill, Business of Faith, March 2021, Just Call Me Big Mama. Joe Madison, Cover Story, November 2018, A Legend in His Own Time. The Soultown, The Black Tap, A Cover Story, May 2019, The Best in the West. And the winner of the Soultown Soul Biz Award is...
Oh, it's already so nice. Who bought me this?
She said it's already nice.
Let me let y'all enjoy it.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's your name on it.
Oh, that's from the magazine. My award! Y'all see that? I won a Soultown Award, y'all. That is so hey. From the Business of Faith, just call me Big Mama. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you, Soultown. And my Soultown family, I appreciate everything you do. And I'm going to continue to be that Big Mama. Hey! I'm Big Mama and I got soul.
Welcome to the Grammys. Welcome to the Grammys.
This is so nice.
That's wonderful.
We are recognizing some of you with our unique, spectacular Soul Awards. The I Know I Got Soul Award is presented to those who were the first digital and print subscribers to the Soultown Magazine and have continued to be ongoing subscribers for 5+ years. The recipients are...
This is buffalo, a little spicy.
What is that?
I don't know. That's coming the food for you. I don't know.
What is it?
The cook say, "Hey, give to this lady, okay?"
It's amazing how the cooks had that.
Come from the
Those
kitchen.
cooks are good.
Oh my goodness, for being the first
Hey, can I get
digital
another one? Thank you.
an ongoing subscriber for 5 consecutive. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you.
Nice work, honey. Proud of you.
That's so cool.
I want to thank you for the award. I know I got soul for being the first print and ongoing subscriber for 5 consecutive years. My name is Sherry Jones and I got soul.
Unfortunately, our traveling crew could not catch up with David Goodson from Waterloo, Iowa. The Soultown Magazine will accept this award on his behalf. Our next recipient for the Soultown's I See Your Soul Award acknowledges this fantastic woman for her commitment to highlighting youth accomplishments, focusing on equity and diversity. And the recipient is...
What is this? So exciting, the anticipation. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. The Soultown Magazine presents Tara Thomas Gavin, that's me, the I See Your Soul Award for your commitment to highlighting youth accomplishments, focusing on equity and diversity for 5 consecutive years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress, and congratulations to the one and only Cherie Kaba, aka Chillin, the conscious poet. Love you. I so appreciate all that you've done to bring awareness to so many issues through Soultown Magazine. It has been an honor through my previous role at Waterloo Schools to support your efforts, and this means so much coming from you and the entire Soultown community. And I apologize, we're at our friend Mayor Hart's fireworks show right here in Waterloo, Cherie's home base. So this is why we celebrate people like Chill, because she is bringing voices to the forefront that are often silenced or ignored. So it's a blessing to be a part of that vision and mission. Thank you so much. My name is Tara Thomas Getman, and I have soul.
The Soultown Soul Pioneer Award acknowledges this great group of 3 for believing and sharing the vision of the Soultown in the Waterloo Community Schools. And the recipients are...
Oh, wow! The Soultown Magazine presents Beverly Smith the Soul Pioneer Award for believing and sharing the vision in Waterloo Community Schools for 5 consecutive years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress. My name is Dr. Bev Smith, and I've got soul.
This is the Soultown Magazine presents Kingsley Botchway II, the Soul Pioneer Award for believing and sharing the vision in the Waterloo Community Schools for 5 consecutive years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years. This is awesome. My name is Kingsley Botchway, and I've got soul.
Dr. Lindemann, this morning I found out that this awesome little red package was left at the front desk, and it's for you, and they asked me to give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I know what it is?
Maybe.
Okay. I do not know. It's a word. Oh! Huh. The Soultown Magazine presents Jane Lindemann the Soul Pioneer Award for believing and sharing. Oh my gosh, that's so meaningful. The Soul Pioneer Award for believing and sharing the vision in the Waterloo Community Schools for 5 consecutive years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress. Oh my gosh.
Yay! I just want to see it.
Yeah,
That is huge. Oh my gosh. I appreciate that. That is so meaningful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The Soultown's Ride or Die with Soul Award acknowledges this queen for her passion, commitment, and dedication with quality while sharing authentic, soulful advice for 68 issues. And the recipient is...
The Soultown presents Queen Gabrielle Shirley, the Ride or Die with Soul Award for sharing authentic, soulful advice for 5 consecutive years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress.
That's awesome. So,
My name is Queen Gabby, and I got soul.
The Soultown Soul Prayer Award acknowledges this king for being the faith enthusiast by uplifting our readers with words of wisdom and truth for the past 68 issues. And the recipient is...
This is nice. Oh, Soultown Magazine. The Soultown Magazine presents Dr. David Rainey the Soul Prayer Award for uplifting the community with words of wisdom and truth for 5 consecutive years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress. My name is Liz Anderson, the sister of Dr. David Rainey. I'm accepting this award on his behalf. Thank you. We have soul.
The Soultown Soul Survivor Award acknowledges this nonprofit organization's continued work advancing justice for African Americans and people of color. And the recipient is...
The Soultown Magazine, presents NAACP Waterloo Chapter, the Soul Survivor Award for the continued work advancing justice for African Americans for 5 consecutive years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress. Wow! I'm LaTanya Graves, president of the Black Hawk County chapter NAACP, and I've got soul.
The Soultown Soul Business Award acknowledges this team's excellence and professionalism while providing printing and customer service for the past 68 issues. And the recipient is...
Anyone know anything about this bag sitting here?
No, we don't.
I feel like I'm still okay. Nice. The Soultown Magazine presents John Lady and the Copyworks team, the Soul Business Award for providing excellent printing and customer service for 5 consecutive years. Thank you for having soul and celebrating 5 years of positive progress. My name is Brock from the Copyworks team, and we have soul.
And we are back. In honor of the 5+ years, the Soultown Magazine has been a platform and hub to share positive progress in our communities. We are recognizing many of you with some unique, spectacular soul awards. The Soultown's It Takes a Soulful Village Award acknowledges this duo for celebrating positive progress on the North End. Hysan, the Soultown's truth seeker, and I were guests on this show to present these two with the Soultown's It Takes a Soul Village Award. I have something to present to you guys as well.
Oh, really?
So, as we all know, the pandemic has made things very difficult for people to gather together, large groups to gather together. And July 30th, 2022, we are hosting the Soultown Awards. And it was going to be live, but because of the pandemic, we're hosting it now virtually. And you guys have been nominated and actually won a Soultown Award. But we're presenting this to you guys.
Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness. What is it, Shaviva? Wow. Shakalaka. It takes a soul village. Award.
Yeah, the Soultown presents Rocky and Shaviva. Boom Shakalaka. The It Takes a Soul Village Award for celebrating the positive progress on the North End for 5 consecutive years.
I know.
Thank you for having soul. Oh, man.
That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. We have got to show. Can you get a picture of that, Nate? I mean, Ed. I get Nate and Ed mixed up a lot.
Okay.
I think that it's
beautiful?
often that individuals are doing great things in the community. And it's just one small token of appreciation for the Soultown, not just to keep the platform available to tell the stories, but every 5 years or every couple of years, actually highlight some really cool things that's happening. And you guys have definitely been making cool things happening, giving it air, giving it a platform on the North End. So thank you for having soul.
That's right.
Right there.
We are Rocky and Shaviva, and we got soul. All right.
Okay. Keeping that positive voice out there. You can turn on the regular news and hear all the negativity. Keeping it positive, keeping the heads and everything moving forward. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an honor. And we love what we do. And we talked about it today as, we have time on it, doing something constructive and meeting so many beautiful people in our community. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you.
And we have to say, absolutely, we've said it before, we'll say it again. We really were inspired to do this.
That's right.
By the Soultown, okay? And we want to thank you for continuing to be such a bright light in the community and putting those stories out there. And it's got the hometown thing going, and it's got the international thing going too. It's gone a long way, and thank you so much.
You are so welcome. But did you guys know that the Soultown was inspired by Brother Mike's KBOL 100.1 radio show, The Soul, that I used to host with him.
Okay, Brother Mike, assalamu alaikum. Get you out there.
Yes. Thank you so much.
This next Soul Award and the Soul of Black Beauty acknowledges this business for serving the greater community with beauty needs. Our Waterloo, Iowa Soultown could not exist without them. And the recipient is...
Soultown Magazine presents Earth's Beauty Supply, the Soul Black Beauty Award for understanding the assignment by serving our community with beauty needs for 5 years plus. Thank you for having Soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress. My name is Jeremy, and I got Soul.
This next group of Pure Soul Awards acknowledges a small group of subscribers and contributing artists caught reading the Soultown magazine and submitting pics. And the recipients are
the Soultown presents Mama Cedar Nelson, the Pure Soul Award for expressing the most soul. Thank you for having soul. Celebrating 5 years of positive progress, 2022. My name is Mama C, and I definitely got soul, and so does Othello. Mama C, word.
I must do
Thank you.
Oh.
What is it? What is it?
The Soultown present Lloyd Michael Jones III, the Pure Soul Award for expressing the most soul. Thank you for having soul. Celebrating 5 years of positive progress, 2022.
It's the third.
I wasn't expecting that. Thank you so much. I remember when we had this conversation about the Soultown magazine, Chillin, and it's amazing how you've continued to have the grit to grow it and all the great things that come out of that. I hope I get a free description with this. That should give you a lifetime.
10% off, Mark.
Thank you so much. Wow. Appreciate that.
The Soultown presents Richard Washington, the Pure Soul Award for expressing the most soul. Thank you for having soul. Celebrate 5 years positive progress. 2022. I'm gonna cherish this. My name is Richard Washington, and I got soul.
Let's see what's in there. I love it. Beautiful. Soultown presentation. Derek Hometown Homes, the Soultown Award for expressing the most soul. Thank you for having soul. Celebration 5 years. Positive progress 2022. I just want to say, Chillin, thank you for this award. But equally important, I want to say I am so proud of you because a lot of people really don't understand and know how much work goes into being a editor and a founder of your own magazine. I know it's 3 or 4 times in a month that you were just locked out working, nobody knows about you. I've got another friend who's a publisher, and we know 3 or 4 days that she's out of pocket putting it together. On top of that, you also, are a legend for all the other things that you do. But there's a lot of work that goes into this, but it also helps us because information is power. And when we get this information from you, it helps to transform us. Also thank you for letting me do hometown phonics with some of my words and different things with different meanings that's in here as well. I appreciate that. But proud of you. 5 years is amazing. And, we're going to continue to be behind you. That's why I have so many different names for you. Chillin, really, though, from back in the day. Chillin Mohammed. And then the most recent is Chill Factor, a.k.a. because you are so encompassing. You are the conscious poet, and you're conscious in general with everything you do. So from Derek M. Holmes to the great Chillin, thank you again. Soultown forever.
Unfortunately, our traveling crew could not catch up with Joe Madison from Washington, D.C. The Soultown Magazine will accept this award on his behalf. Can we agree? A lot has happened in the past 5 years. We lost Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna in a helicopter crash. Ahmaud Arbery, a 25-year-old black man, was murdered in Georgia on March 11, 2020. The World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic, and 2 days later, we were introduced to no-knock warrants when Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old black woman, was fatally shot in her Louisville, Kentucky apartment. We all watched the murder of George Floyd in May of 2020. Black Lives Matter was no longer a phrase. It became a movement. There have been so many for so long. This year, the Soultown is highlighting an extraordinary woman, Valerie Castille. On July 6, 2016, her son, Philando Castille, was fatally shot during a traffic stop by a police officer of the St. Anthony Police Department in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area. Since Philando's untimely death, Valerie spent all year, every year since 2016, organizing activities leading up to the weekend anniversary of the day Philando was murdered. As a part of the 2-day remembrance, she received a 2-day proclamation. July 6th is the day of restoration. It is a day to restore relationships within your family or with friends. And July 7th is Unity Day, when all families can unite with the community. It is an excellent time to break bread, listen to music, and dance. This year's Soultown's Dynamic Soul Award goes to Valerie Castille, Philando Castille's mother.
It says, the Soultown Magazine presents Valerie Castille, mother of Philando Castille, the Dynamic Soul Award for working as a change agent by addressing the disparities Black people face for 5+ years. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progressive. And I want to thank the Soultown Magazine for honoring us, honoring Philando, and I gladly and humbly accept this award in honor of my son, Philando Castille. My name is Valerie Castille, the mother of Philando Castille, and we got soul, and I'm super bad.
Our final Soul Awards were chosen because of their infinite support to the Soultown Magazine. The Soul Vision Award acknowledges his positive foresight and execution spirit in our communities.
Oh, thank you. That's so special. I appreciate that. I'm definitely thankful for the honor. It reads, the Soultown Magazine presents Matthew Gilbert with the Soul Vision Award for having positive foresight and execution spirit in our communities. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of nothing but progress. My name is Matthew Gilbert, and I got nothing but soul.
The Soul Leader Award acknowledges him for having the grit and guidance to lead without fear or favor.
Oh, what is this? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The Soultown Magazine presents Mayor Quentin Hart, the Soul Leader, award for having the grit and guns to lead without fear or favor. Thank you for having soul, celebrating 5 years of positive progress. Thank you so much. And I am Mayor Quentin Hart, and I got soul.
The Soultown. Wow. Very touching. The Soultown Magazine. I was very blessed to be there in the inception of this magazine. And on a real serious note, although I'm extremely grateful for being acknowledged by the Soultown, I just want to point out that I'm very, very proud of you, Cherie, Kaba. I'm proud of the Soultown. I'm proud of the staff for being consistent, for having a vision and then carrying out your vision. That's a great mark of leadership, because the most important ingredient in leadership is vision. And so I'm proud of the vision of the Soultown. I'm proud of the messages of the Soultown, the positive messages that are displayed in the magazine. Again, this wonderful award given to me says the Soultown Magazine presents Brother Michael Muhammad, the Soul Perspective, award for using your camera lens to maintain positive, authentic perspectives. Thank you for having soul. Again, we're celebrating 5 years of the Soultown Magazine. Keep it going. Much love.
And our final award is the Super Soul Brother Award. We acknowledge this legendary brother for not only seeing, but feeling our objective. The Soultown Magazine's objective in helping us reach our goals. He is the owner of Deuce Entertainment Radio. He is the sole reason why and how the magazine transitioned to a full-color magazine. He is also a faithful reader and Super Soul supporter. He hails from my hometown, Chicago, and is my absolute favorite house DJ.
I want to take a moment to thank the Soultown Magazine for this prestigious award. Soultown Magazine presents Mr. Edward Meade, the Super Soul Brother, award for seeing, supporting, and helping sustain the vision. Celebrating 5 years of positive progress. Chillin, you are doing amazing things with that magazine. I want to give a shout out to all the editors, all the contributors, all the photographers, and everybody who's been supporting this magazine from day one. We got a long way to go, but if we continue doing what we're doing, this will be something that'll be legacy building. I want to thank you guys. Chill, I love you, and let's keep it going.
Well, I think that wraps it up. As far as that strong connection with someone in history, the more I learn about Black history, the more I want to read, share, and create detailed stories for our descendants. The spirit of Marcus Garvey lingers every month as each magazine is printed and placed in your hands. I have undying gratitude for those who have trusted the artists to tell their stories, snap their photographs, illustrate their emotions, and design and lay out their sensational stories. We will continue dusting off our shoulders, sitting erect in our chairs, laying out the most incredible pages, and always remain in the preliminary analysis stages of planning the most fantastic cover stories and strategizing about future recipients of the Soultown Kwanzaa Awards. It is not just a dream, it is a calling. One may not receive admiration for something we are called to do, and I fully understand my role as the innovator extraordinaire and publisher for the Soultown Magazine. I will remain the conduit to create a platform for the many voices that desire to share their incredible stories. I am Chillin, the Conscious Poet, and I want to thank you for having soul.
I'm so happy that I found you in my life, Miss Chillin. Miss Chillin.
I traveled to West Africa, and I traveled to Dakar, Senegal, and off the coast of Senegal is Goree Island, and Goree Island is the location of the House of Slaves. And when I stepped inside the House of Slaves, I began to connect with my ancestors, and I made a promise, and I call that promise the Sankofa vow. I want the youth to know that they're making Black history. I want people to know that their actions of today is Black history, and their children are going to want to know their contributions to Black history, and their grandchildren are going to want to know their contributions to Black history. And the Soultown tells the stories the way that the stories should be told. My goal with the Soultown is that people would read it. The Soultown Magazine is not just a dream. It is the manifestation of a dream, but it's also a calling. And when you're being called to do something, you have to answer the call. The call is coming from the ancestors. The call is coming from the Creator. The call is coming from angels. You have to answer the call. And the Soultown Magazine is my way of answering a call so that our stories can be told exactly how they happened. The disadvantage of choosing not to tell your story is someone else could tell it with their own version, or worse, your story is not told at all, and then you're erased from Black history.
Extra, extra, read all about it. The Soultown is here. Let's talk all about it. I done skimmed and skimmed it. I must admit it, it's chillin', I do know Just how you did it, you didn't. Sat for hours in front of your computer, you didn't. Laid out pages, you're one hell of a shooter. Writers from all over your literary commuter, shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have knew you. Hi, Sonny is the beast, his opinion is quite impressive. From the mic, he gets the picture, his lens is in perspective. He's some legal advice. Hit up Mr. Greatness and Natasha, the boss, she be on time, never late. Sis. Uptown stories, ayy, hit the Quan and hometown. The phrase phenomenon. You want a good edit? Just call me Tyra. And still a coach. It seems her goal is to inspire Dr. B. The soul historian reads the echoes of vowed for your valedictorian. Abracadabra, Michelle, she got the gadgets. Exposing gizmos with that black girl magic. Okay, class, hold up. Is that ice from Deuce Ink? And Dr. P, the grill up in this thing. In addition, Mama C, the soul town never sleeps. It doesn't matter where we at. What matters is family. Boys and girls, it takes a village. Don't you dare go burning bridges. If you haven't subscribed, then you sleeping on the vision. You didn't sit for hours in front of your computer. You didn't lay it out pages. You're one hell of a shooter. Writers from all over your literary commuter, shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have knew you. Have you heard of Doc Q? He be giving advice to dear Gabby. Wait a second, Queen Gabby, is that you? Keep flipping through the pages. What I am saying is true. Something for everybody. Got religion in it too. Gypsy tells a story and $1 million question. Be having everybody thinking way too hard and guessing. Rocky and Shaviva, that's boom shakalaka. The soul town is lit. Go and tell your mama, papa. You didn't sat for hours in front of your computer. You didn't lay out pages, your one hell of a shooter. Writes from all over your literary computer, shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have figured. Can I write? We'll see, cause he does have guest writers coming from Mazarine. Her skills are mad fire. Yo, still can't locate. He said, hey, she from the Bay, sharpening it, rapping shy. She does it her own way. By the way, on page 9, we can barely believe the wisdom coming from Mr. Morehouse Steve. All the way from ATL, Stevie Michaels in the space. Pick up your soul town from Earth's accused space. So we must agree the magazine is dope. The soul town is here and it ain't a joke. You didn't sat for hours in front of your computer. You didn't laid out pages. You're one hell of a shooter. Writers from all over your literary commuter, shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have knew ya. Shining bright like a diamond. Rihanna, she must have knew ya.